Welcome to UPSC Warrior. Today we are going to explore how the British Empire took control of India, something that even powerful Indian groups like the Rajputs and the Marathas could not do. How did a foreign power succeed where local rulers failed? To understand this, we need to look at what was happening in India during the 1700s, a time of many power struggles and big changes in society. To explain this, we will use the ideas of an ancient Indian thinker named Chanakya. He described 4 ways to deal with others: Sama, Dana, Danda, and Bida. Sama means persuasion, using kind words and diplomacy to convince people. Dana is bribery, giving money or gifts to gain support. Danda means punishment, using force when necessary. Bida is division, creating conflicts between people to weaken them. The British used all these tactics to gain control over India. It all started in the 1600s when English traders formed the East India Company. They wanted to do business in India, so they sent gifts and spoke politely to the Mughal Emperor Jahangir, convincing him to let them trade. This was an example of Sama, persuasion. Soon, the British set up trading posts in cities like Surat, Madras, Bombay, and Calcutta. But they realized that controlling the rulers would make trade even easier. In 1686, the British tried to fight the powerful Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, but they were defeated. Learning from their mistake, they apologized and paid a fine instead of fighting. After Aurangzeb died in 1707, the Mughal Empire became weaker because many leaders kept fighting for power. The British took advantage of this situation. In 1717, the new emperor allowed them to trade without paying taxes, making them richer and more powerful. As the Mughal Empire weakened, the British used the trick of Bida, divide and rule. A big example of this happened in 1757 during the Battle of Plassey. The British convinced an Indian general named Mir Jafar to betray his own ruler, Siraj-ud-Dawla. With this trick, the British won the battle and made Mir Jafar a puppet king under their control. Then, in 1764, they won another important battle, the Battle of Buxar, gaining control over Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa. Over time, the British continued using bribery, force, and division to take control of more Indian kingdoms. By the early 1800s, they ruled most of India. But in 1857, Indian soldiers and people fought back in a great rebellion. The last Mughal emperor, Bahadur Shah Zafar II, was chosen as the leader. However, the British crushed the rebellion and ended the Mughal Empire forever. The emperor was sent far away, and his sons were executed. Even though the British ruled India for many years, the Indian people never gave up. After a long struggle, they finally won independence in 1947 and formed their own government. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about history and strategy, subscribe to UPSC Warrior. Let us know what you think in the comments and what topics you'd like us to cover next.